Hey, what's up guys? Jason here. So the amazing people over at Zorax wanted to get my thoughts on their RJ45 Ethernet crimping toolkit. So they were nice enough to send one over. This is the main tool right here. I'm going to go through everything it comes with, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you have internet networking cables in your house, you should also have this tool because pets, kids, dropping furniture on connectors, whatever the case may be, these connectors can be damaged and broken, and then your network is not working anymore. So, maybe you are putting in some networking cables in a renovation, or one of yours just gets damaged. You don't want to spend a boatload of money on a networking cable technician to come in and do what you can do at home with this tool. The kit comes with everything you need. So the tool, like I said, you're going to get two different manual strippers. You're going to get a set of cutters. You're also going to get network cable testing unit, which is really important. And then you're going to get five pressure sleeves and not 50, sorry, and 50 of the pass-through connectors. So I'm going to actually do one end right now, and then if you want to stick around till the end of the video, it's going to be longer, but I'll wrap it up before I move on to the completely undone end of the cable. But again, it's a no-brainer to just have this tool. You can fix your own connectors. You can fix friends and family's connectors. You can put in custom size length cables because a lot of times the networking cables are either too short or too long for whatever application you're trying to do. And you can get Cat 5 and Cat 6 cable at your favorite home improvement store for really, really inexpensive. So what we're going to be able to do is expose the main sleeve, and then it's going to give us 8 different wires. So again, I'm gonna show the tool in action here, and then I'm going to show you how to get it to this point, which is the part that will take longer. In addition, at the end, we'll test the cable to make sure that everything is working properly. So what I really love on the tool is it shows you the different types of standards that are used in networking. Now, what you're going to use is T568B. That's going to be the most common. It's what you're going to get if you buy a networking cable from the store, is the T568B protocol. The one below it is A, less common. It's like if you're connecting a couple of computers together, don't worry about that. So once we have this ready, and to show you, there's a safety on here. You need to put a little bit of pressure and push that in, and then it will open up. Now, it should go without saying, don't put your fingers or anything else inside of there. It is sharp. So the nice thing is you can only put this connector in one way. So let me get the wires. There we go. So it pushes through. All of your wires are on the other side, and you just push it in until it stops. And then all you're going to do is just clamp this down, and I'm going to put my hand here so these don't go flying everywhere. Okay? So I have the wires in my hand, and then just pull it out. There you go. There's your network connection. It's very, very simple once you get to that point. So before I move on, I just want to say again, save yourself some headache and hassle. If you can hang a picture in your house, you can figure out how to do this yourself instead of hiring somebody else. So moving on to the other completely undone part, you want to make sure that you put your sleeve on first, okay? And then you want to give yourself quite a bit of extra here. So whatever length you're measuring, add like, you know, a good 4 inches on the other, on each side, just to give you a lot of room to play with. Once you've practiced and you've done it a lot, you don't need as much. So you can strip this outer sheath. There's a strip area right there in the main tool, okay? But in this case, I wanted to use the manual stripper. I had not seen this style before. So you have 2 sizes here. Now this kit will do Cat 6 cable, Cat 5 cable. There's different sizes of cable. So this works perfectly for the Cat 5 in the smaller area. And all you do is just put some pressure and twist and pull. There you go. So what you'll find in here is you will find some fibers. You can just set those off to the side. I like to cut them off just so that they are not getting in my way when I am doing this next part. So you're going to find 4 bundles. Okay, one that is green, orange, brown, and it's supposed to be bluish. Every Cat 5, a Cat 6, it's going to be different. But these colors correspond to the layout of your T568B on the top there. So we're looking for striped orange, striped green, solid blue, solid green, striped brown, and then brown. So this is why I left this part for the very end of the video if you wanted to see this process. So these little bundles, all you're going to do is just untwist them, and they may be a little bit curly. I'm going to show you how to remedy that. But I mean, for me, this kind of thing is fun. If you like doing do-it-yourself stuff, then this is for you. If you don't, then, hire somebody else to do it, or find a friend that bought this same kit. So there we go. So I have them all undone, and you can see that they are kind of wiggly. What I do is I just grab them all and I wiggle and pull, and it kind of straightens them out. Okay. So I don't have them memorized, so we're going to go through this. So we're looking for striped orange, which is here, and then solid orange, and then striped green, solid blue, and again, in my case, it's kind of a violet color, and then striped blue or striped violet, and then we have our solid green, and then striped brown and solid brown. So you can hold these flat, and they're not gonna, as long as you have 2 fingers on there and they're in the right order, they're not gonna cross over one another. Okay. So you can do the same thing, wiggle, pull, just to kind of straighten them out. And you can see I have a lot of extra length here. And that's just to make this easier. I've seen others, and you could pass each individual tiny cable through the pass-through connector. But to me, that's a huge headache, and I don't want to do that. The other thing you can do to ease this process is on the very end is just trim so they're all completely the same length, and cover it up, or they're going to go shooting all over the place. And then you get your little clear pass-through connector, and you're going to pass these through. You can see right there, there's all the 8 little holes for the wires, okay? And the other nice thing is on the tool, you know, this connector, it only goes in one way, and it's locked right now, so I need to open it to get it in there. But it only goes in one way, and so you're going to follow the order of the wires in the same way that the diagram is directly above it. Okay, so let's get it out of there. Okay. So, just gonna take this and I'm gonna slide these in there flat and just kind of wiggle them. Just kind of wiggle them until they go through. There we go. So now they've come through, and what you can do is just double check your order, right? You don't want to crimp it down just assuming that they stayed in order. So we have striped orange, orange, striped green, solid blue or lavender, striped blue or lavender, solid green, striped brown, and solid brown. So there we go. So now we're in business. Okay. And you want to push this down and get it as snug as possible right there so you can see inside. I've pushed that up all the way. Okay. And if you want to, you can grab, you can grab your little sleeve here. So you have it close by. All right. And we're just going to repeat the process that we did at the beginning of the video, which is to push this in, crimp it down. So we're back in. Okay. And you just want to hold it in there. Crimp it down. There's your excess. Pull this out. Cool. We're all done. No, we're not. Now we're going to test this. So now you can put your sleeve over the end. So now we have what should be a fully functional network cable. So this is where the tester is going to come in play. So you will need to put in a 9-volt battery in the back. It is not included. So you have 2 separate parts of this. This is the main unit where the battery goes, and this is a remote. Why do you have a remote? Because if you're in 2 separate rooms and you need to check if this is working, you need to have one in one room and one in the other. So that's very, very helpful. And they slide together very firm, which I like, so it's not going to fall apart. Okay, so let's put one end here. There we go. And we'll put the other one on the other side. Let me show you this. And you can hear it. There's a firm click in there. So let's turn this on. And you're going to see what it's doing is it's checking connection on all of those different wires. There you go. We have a fully functional network cable. Okay? That's it. So yes, it took a little bit of time, but it wasn't too bad. You can do this yourself. You can do this for other people. It's not that hard. So if you're in the market for a really nice kit that comes with everything you need, and 50 sleeves, 50 pass-through connectors, a couple of nice different manual wire strippers. Definitely check this kit out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.